folks? Hope you guys are doing well. Today we are on the Weeks Bay Pitcher Plant Bog Trail. This is something that I have never heard of. I was Googling some different trails today. This one popped up, so I said, hey, let's just take it and see what we can see. I have really never heard of a bog trail, but I'm hoping that I can see some cool stuff. Everything says that there are some pretty good information markers out here about what we're seeing, and I think it's a relatively safe area. We're still in Baldwin County, Alabama, or Foley, Alabama is the city or town that I'm in, and it took me about 40 minutes to get here from the beach. So good little drive, but I felt like getting out of the area for the day. I went to the beach yesterday and I got a little bit too much sun, so I think that today I'm just going to try to find some cool trails to go on. There's another trail across the street where I parked, so that one's more of in the woods type of trail, so I guess we'll see how I feel after I finish this one. All right, very soon into the trail, we're noticing a little covering, leads out to a better view of everything. So let's see what kind of information we can get here. Okay, so this is a pitcher plant bog. So basically these are carnivorous species, and they are an endangered species of plants in the state. It says that because of the industrialization, we're seeing that these bogs are going away. So you don't see a lot of untouched land in these cities anymore, and because we are kind of tearing down everything, these are becoming more and more rare to see. Here is a picture of the pitcher plant. They are pretty cool looking. I've got another video where I just actually went to a place that had a ton of these bloomed, so I think I'm in the right season for it. All I've got to do is sort of locate where they are. I don't see any in this general area, so I'm going to keep heading down the boardwalk. You can kind of see that this trail goes all the way around and through the woods, so I've got a nice little hike ahead of me and I'm really looking forward to it. I was kind of asking myself, what does a bog even consist of? Because in Alabama, we tend to call things creeks or rivers or lake or whatever. So this says that a bog is a wetland that accumulates peat as a deposit of dead plant materials. And so basically the bottom of all of the bog is just really a lot of dead material. And so the reason that the carnivorous pitcher plants do well here is because they don't usually use the soil as a means to get nutrients. They are actually using the insects that they catch to feed off of. So that's kind of an interesting relationship that the pitcher plant has with the bog, and it's kind of sad to see that these plants and these types of environments are just kind of being slowly wiped out. But I am thankful that there are still a lot of nature preserves and things to see in our state that are just kind of an amazing example of what it takes to preserve the land. And you know, someone has to put money into this, somebody has to take care of it. It doesn't just happen by accident. These kind of things are, you know, well maintained by your state or your county or by preserves. So it's really interesting. So the trail ends and leads out to some water. So I'm about to go take a look and see kind of like if we see any wildlife here. That boat definitely has probably stirred everything up. So cool. We've got a little ramp down to the water. Not sure I should be getting on this, but hey, if it's my time to go, it's my time to go, I guess. Oh yeah, got a little piece missing there. So yeah, just beautiful day, beautiful weather. Really love this area. I came across another Anole. He jumped off of the wood and onto the tree. You can see the little bit of green on his tail, and he quickly shifts to turning brown to blend in with his bark. And I think that that's so cool how quickly they can change from one color to the next. And here is another one that I got a good view of. Pretty good contrast against the green grass, but he's just chilling on the piece of wood there. Here's one of those pitcher plants. Not the greatest view of it. If you go to that other trail I was telling you about, the the Graham Creek Nature Preserve, there were just hundreds of them. So this is not the best place to see the pitcher plant, but it is still a really cool trail. Have not seen a ton of wildlife, so many of those lizards, but they are pretty much everywhere this time of year. They kind of like to be on wood and camouflaged, and they kept running away from me. But here's another cluster of those pitcher plants that I was talking about, and it may just not be that these have started blooming yet, but you can see they kind of have a little opening that they're able to catch prey. So kind of interesting. I didn't know about any of this until I went on this trip, so just kind of an example of how when you travel, it sort of opens up your eyes to new things, and you know, it can even put you in a different perspective, a different state of mind. And so I think it's important to always be traveling and always kind of be learning something new. I did go over to the other trail for a little while, but it was pretty grown up. There was a lot of brush on the ground, and I did not feel like stepping on a snake, so I didn't stay out there for very long. But what I did see was pretty cool. Lots of different greenery and different plants to kind of look at. But this place was really unique, and I definitely feel like if you are in the area, it's worth stopping by. I kind of felt like, you know, some of the days where I see the coolest stuff are days when I woke up and did not have a plan at all. So it's worth it to be a little adventurous when you're on vacation. So thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I will catch you in the next one.